A Clearwater community is one step closer to closure, and that is because archaeologists will soon start ground-penetrating radar searches for more graves believed to be buried under a local business. Our Emerald Morrow explains what's next.
I'm happy that the city is taking some onus of what happened.
What happened to the St. Matthew's Baptist Church cemetery that once existed on the FrankCrum property and along Missouri Avenue, a place where people like Carlton Childs believe their relatives are still buried.
The descendants get very emotional when you start talking about these cemeteries and how Black people were treated.
The city of Clearwater recently approved a $48,000 contract for archaeologists with Cardinal to come back out to this property for more ground-penetrating radar searches.
All in favor? Aye. Aye.
The goal is to confirm the full boundaries of this cemetery. Crews previously confirmed at least 70 graves, but reports show there could be hundreds more. So how did we get to a place where decades later we're still looking for graves under this property and under this road?
Because if we look back, the city raised the taxes on the property and the church was not able to afford it.
Researchers say that meant after owning the property since 1902 and running the cemetery through the 40s, the church had to sell the property in 1955. Once it got in the hands of developers, it was sold at least 4 more times before it was again sold for this FrankCrum building. Community and city leaders agree it is time to get answers and make things right.
What the community would like to see really needs to be taken into consideration, because there are people's loved ones, like descendants, that they can't find that are most likely on that property.
The Clearwater Upper Pinellas NAACP says it hopes this next round of ground-penetrating radar searching will be done within the first couple of months of the new year. Emerald has been following the search for lost graves for 2 years now. The first was Zion Cemetery in 2019, where archaeologists found nearly 300 graves at Robles Park Village and 2 neighboring businesses. Crews found 145 more in a field at King High School. An unknown amount were also discovered at MacDill Air Force Base. They uncovered more than 50 at the old Curtis Fundamental School in Clearwater and at least 70 more at FrankCrum. There are also reports of lost cemeteries in Odessa and at Tropicana Field. Now, archaeologists are also researching the Italian Club Cemetery, which could hold more than 1,200 graves and under I-175 in St. Pete. Just a lot going on here. So you can read up on all of those investigations at 10tampabay.com/erased.